Hello and welcome to Hyperion Marketing Returns Rockefeller Consulting. Today we're going to take you through a quick overview of our proprietary Six Sigma approach that allows you to maintain and reduce spending while increasing your ROI. First, let me introduce our firm. I'm Raymond Bednar. As you can see, I wrote a book called Sponsorship's Holy Grail a couple years ago about how to apply the Six Sigma process that I learned while running a company at General Electric in the area of marketing and in specific sponsorship at that point in time. My partner is Mark Rockefeller. We have a proprietary process that allows us to identify the optimal spending within a portfolio. I think the way to visualize this is a perhaps old-fashioned studio synthesizer where you'll see the guy behind the windows while the musicians are playing inside, adjusting little slide gauges and slide knobs to come up with the optimal sound coming out of the studio. It's the same thing. There's an optimal spend on that sliding scale for nearly every marketing channel, at which point you achieve saturation, and an additional investment in that channel will return very little, if anything, and an underinvestment in that channel is not optimizing where it could be realizing its fullest potential. Using this process, we give you sustainable ROI, and we help you to spend the same or less and get more results. Our goal is to take you from what we consider to be wasteful spending, meaning we're just going to take our budget, increase it by 10% and decrease it by 10% depending on the projections for the coming year, and turn them into measured results so that you can make more reasoned decisions as you're deciding on where to put your precious marketing dollars. This allows us to control your spending with tools. And I can tell you that the control that you get over your spending when you realize what your actual return is phenomenal. With the informed decision that you now have in terms of where to commit your spending, we can either focus on quick hits that allow you to show dramatic short-term results or longer-term vision that allows you to realize returns over a number of years and even decades. We do that with a very simple graphic user interface, a GUI that is a dashboard. And the dashboard is configured in various ways to easily communicate to you and your management where your critical goals are going. And why are we different than existing agencies? Well, I think it's very clear that we talk about our ability to measure. We talk about taking this to a completely different level of credibility. And in fact, when I was at Bank of America, Ken Lewis, our CEO at the time, had to testify why we were in sports. Why was this bank that had received money from the TARP, the Troubled Asset Relief Program, why we had received money, and yet we're still sponsoring marathons and football teams, etc. And the short answer is that for every dollar that we did invest in our sports relationship, we got back 9 in revenue and 3 in net income, which is a phenomenal return and reason by itself to be in the world of sports. This isn't something that we do because it's kind of something that fits into our practice as an additional income stream. This is what we do. Quickly, our Hyperion Six Sigma model is really differentiated along the lines of where you start. On the left-hand side here, you'll see traditional decisioning that happens. In this case, we're using the example of sponsorship. Whatever it is, the sponsorship opportunity, a PGA event, a Rolling Stones tour, whatever, approaches you at the price tag and gives you a list of assets, and you determine whether or not it'll work for you. In Hyperion Six Sigma methodology, we don't even look at assets until we understand what our desired business outcomes are and really help us to understand whether or not any investment in sports, arts, entertainment, not-for-profit in the sponsorship world, as in this example, can help you activate against these big business goals you have, whether they're sales up or market share up or employee retention, etc. And I'll focus here shortly on this little tiny formula over here, y is a function of x. This is a critical part of our program. It just means that big things are made up of little things. Big y's, increasing sales, are made up of little actions that you have to take, or x's. And this is the fundamental of our entire process. If you want greater sales, it's going to mean greater placements. It could mean end caps. It could mean more sales call. It could be more salespeople. But it's a function of all these X's. And what we measure and what we design to be measured are these X's so that we can then drive our Y's. That's it for our introduction. I'd love to talk with you further about our firm and about the opportunities that we can bring to your particular marketing situation. Please feel free to contact me at any of the numbers that you see listed on the right-hand side of this screen. Have a great day.